Hey guys, this is your stocks or beer watch list for July 27th. Just want to go over a couple stocks that might be setting up for us to make some beer money off of tomorrow. Let's look at ZNGA here real quick. I want to show you this gap down based off of the earnings report yesterday. We'll zoom in here, look at the 3-minute chart. We'll go with the 1 day so you can get a feel for everything today. So there was support here this morning at 3. And then it kept getting stuck at this 320 area. So if it can get back through 320, it might be good for the long. If it drops back off, like right now it's 306, so if it drops off and then falls back through 3, it might be good for a short if you can get shares to borrow. I wrote an article about this one on the Online Traders Forum, basically saying that Abu will be trading this thing as it sets up in the short term. Otherwise, actually if it falls back towards 250 or so, even towards that cash value per share, I might even take some for the long term. So keep ZNGA in mind here going forward. KIT Digital, KITD, solid late day breakout over about 355 there. Ran 25 cents or so. Now basically what I'm looking for, might get a gap up and pop towards 4. If it does that, I might be pulling a quick scalp on the short side. If it sets up and then can bust through 4, I might even long it. Those are my 2 potential plays here on KITD. Looking at Teradyne Inc. now, TER. I like this over 15. As you can see, back in January when it broke out above 15, it ran to 17 and a half. Maybe needs to consolidate and pull back a little bit first to get through it, but nonetheless keep TER in mind the next couple days. This one's probably even worth swinging if it gets through 15 and can close above that 15 mark. Would not be surprised to see this thing get going again. Solid day to day, already up 10%, so definitely going to be on a lot of people's watch list. 8x8 Inc. EGHT. Definitely played this one in the past. Mentioned it the other day on watch list. Basically, what it's looking to me like here, we got a pennant setting up on the daily chart. This could go either way from here. If it breaks to the upside, might even take it long. If it breaks to the downside, possible short. 520 is pretty much their key breakout. I think you get more 52-week highs if it can get through 520. We'll see what the overall market does tomorrow. It's kind of in limbo land right now, and I think it might depend on what the overall market conditions do tomorrow too. So nonetheless, this one's on watch for those 2 scenarios there, either to the break to the upside or to the downside. Play it accordingly. Marine Drive Mobile, MDMC, the current preferred penny stocks pump, Victory Mark Group. It's actually starting to go. They got it to break out above the recent range. Now, whether it will have follow through in the morning or not, that'll be the question. It definitely needs to get back through this high here, about 38. That's probably the key I'll be watching for. Fannie Mae has been sneaking up on us here after it bounced off the low of 22. As you can see, for several months there, it had support at 26. I mean, we've played this in the past, earlier this year, but so now I like this thing to see if it can get back above this 26 previous support level that is now resistance. Already at 25 and a half, so watch for that 26 test in the morning. And finally, one of the big runners the past few days here, ICNB, Iconic Brands, getting pumped on various message boards. I actually alerted this thing on volume on Tuesday before it ran 3 days in a row, basically. So yeah, it's up almost 1,000%. Nonetheless, not a chase at this point. I wouldn't be buying way up here, but if we get a solid washout and then some volume comes in on bottom to rebuy it after all those guys sell again, I wouldn't be surprised to see it do a dead cat bounce. So that's basically the play I'm watching for on that thing. Hopefully we get a little washout and can play the bounce off of it. So there you have it. There's your watch list for July 27th. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this thing. See you guys in chat tomorrow.